Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's Fox2. In today's video, I'm doing a collab with the Red Army 747, and we are going to be playing the MBT-70 together. Now, just as a heads up before we get into today's video, I do apologize if my voice is sounding a little off today in the gameplay later on. We did have some technical issues before we started playing. First of all, for some reason, Discord would just not work in our voice rooms. Both of us, even though when we turned our microphones on, couldn't hear each other, and that was giving problems, so we had to find an alternative site to communicate and voice chat with. And then as well, once we did, our microphones were still giving a lot of trouble, and I was having a lot of issues hearing him. A lot of the time I couldn't hear him, and I was trying to communicate with him even though I couldn't hear what was going on. So I was also quite distracted during the gameplay. So I do apologize if I seem a little bit odd and a bit different in the gameplay today. But now, launching into the review of the MBT-70, this is a really cool vehicle platoon. Now, first of all, we have the MBT-70, which is a 152mm gun. That is really nice. I love tanks with 152mm guns. The bigger the gun, the better. I know people will disagree. That's actually not true, but what I mean by that is the bigger the gun, the more fun it is. So, we've got a 152mm gun with 380mm of penetration at 7.5 seconds reload. Now, a lot of people find this vehicle very interesting because it also fires ATGMs. Now, should you run the ATGM as your main shell or not, I would not recommend it. I would run the APF-SDS round, there, as your main round, simply because it's a lot more reliable and it's much faster traveling, and it penetrates a lot of the vehicles with protection at this tier much more accurately and reliably than the ATGM. Now, I'm currently running them even. I'm running 10 APF-SDS rounds as my main shell, and as my secondary one, I'm running 10 ATGMs. You can shuffle that up a bit, but that's just what I personally choose and recommend. And the reason I choose to run the ATGM as my secondary shell is simply, like I said, it's not as reliable, but there are places where you can and should use them. For an example, if you see a vehicle like the Chinese AFT-09, this vehicle, your APF-SDS rounds are unlikely to do very well against, because you'll probably go right through them without doing damage or doing minimal damage. So with this kind of a vehicle, you will want the explosive power of your ATGMs, so you're going to want to load those for lightly armored vehicles and very large vehicles, such as the AFT-09. Now, just going over the other stats as well, it's got a very good turret rotation speed, in fact an excellent turret rotation speed of 36 degrees per second, as well as 64 kilometers an hour top speed forward and in reverse. This tank has absolutely no trouble getting from point A to point B. It is just perfect in the mobility side. Now, just one other thing I just want to mention about the ATGM before we move into the next tank is that its ATGM is not quite the same as the CV90-105's ATGM. Now, with the CV90-105, I do run the ATGM as the main round because it is so amazing. But the CV90-105's ATGM is not very maneuverable and actually behaves more like a shell. It fires extremely fast, it has a very high velocity, but not a lot of maneuverability. So it's very much like a shell, but the shell has no arch. Now, this ATGM, on the other hand, is quite slow. It's quite a slow ATGM, but it can swing quite a lot. So that is simply why I say don't run it as your main ATGM, as your main round as well, simply because of how slow it is as well. If you are in a 1v1 scenario where you both fire at the same time, you are going to lose in that situation, almost guaranteed. Now, moving on to the M60A3 TTS. This is probably one of the best pattern variants in the game currently, one of the best M60 variants. We have some other very good variants as well. The CM11 is extremely good. I really like this vehicle at 400mm of penetration, 6.7 seconds of reload. That's quite fast when you compare it to the MBT-70, but obviously the gun is smaller at 105mm. The only thing I really have against this tank is the fact that it's quite sluggish compared to many of the vehicles at this tier. It's got a 48 kilometers per hour top speed and only 8 in reverse. Yeah, the reverse speed very much sucks on this vehicle. I really don't like it when vehicles have such a slow reverse speed. Now, it does do quite okay on the arm. I'm not going to say it's amazing. It still is a pattern, an M60 pattern at its heart. But its armor is pretty good, especially judging by the fact that it is very covered in error blocks, which does well against many ATGMs. Now the M3A3 Bradley. This vehicle is really, really amazing. It is like the previous Bradley variant we have at, I believe it is tier 8, except for better. It's got a little more protection. It's got still the 25mm gun with 40mm of penetration, which is really nice, meaning you can butter through the sides of most vehicles at this tier. You can like take Leopards out and many other vehicles, other patterns. You can take M60s out with the 25mm gun, excuse me there, at this tier right through the side. And then its ATGMs are also very nice. It's got the double ones, so you can fire off the two in rapid succession to each other, and they both handle very nicely as well. So this is a very, very ideal vehicle. It's very nice. For many people, it's their favorite vehicle of this platoon, and I can absolutely see why. It's just overall an extremely fun and enjoyable vehicle to play. Then we have the M247. Now, I haven't played this vehicle very much. It is in another platoon as well, if I'm not mistaken. It is the, let me just check here. If we go to the tech tree, it is in, not the Magach, which one is it in? It was in one of the American ones. Yeah, the M60A1 AOS, it's in that platoon as well. And I've never actually played it that much. But from what I've heard, and from the few times I have played this, it is a pretty solid anti-aircraft gun. Now, it does have a very slow reload, and it is a little bit difficult to shoot down planes with this vehicle because of that slow reload. But it has got a 40mm gun, which does well against lightly armored tanks as well. Now, that is all I have to say for my review part on this vehicle. Without further ado, let's get to the gameplay with the Red Army 747 today. Sure, no problem. Do you want to go for, A? B, okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh, there's a guy there, Hold on. Okay, he's destroyed. Oh, this teammate just had to ram me. He's also got a Bradley, but the older version. Oh, 3 Bradleys. That's nice. Hold on, let me park alongside next to him. Okay, he's moving off. It looks like there's 2 guys on B. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a shot. If I can't, I'll pull back. Oh, there's an Olifant. That's what there is, an Olifant. Hold on, he's looking at us.
We no longer have the advantage.
My driver's injured. The explosion from your tank just injured my driver. Okay, I can pull back. Still not a single kill yet. I really need one. Still don't see anyone. There's an enemy down here, but I just can't see him because he's just behind the building. Hold on, there's a guy here. Oh, nice. Ammunition exploded with the cannon. And there's another 2 guys here. Whoa, there's a Churchill? There's a Churchill. Someone's bringing a Churchill to top tier. Yeah. My ATGM absolutely nuked him. Yeah. There's 2 enemies here. I could do with some... Okay, never mind. I see it all the way at sea. Yeah, I can hear you. I've got an IT-1 I'm trying to take out. Okay, their ammunition exploded. Nice. Ah, there's some guys crossing to A here. Oh, I got destroyed by a Avenger. I got destroyed by the guy taking the Churchill platoon to top tier. Yeah. Are you doing okay there at sea? Are there a lot of enemies there? Oh, I see you've got a guy. There's like 5 enemies on base A, so I'm heading to base A. Yeah, they seem to be really trying to take base A very hard here. Okay, sure, you go ahead with that. Okay, ammunition exploded, nice. Oh, the chieftain's looking at me, I'm gonna reload faster though. Okay, he got destroyed. My driver's injured, I can't move, but Whoa, where did that come from? Where did that one come from? I didn't even see the guy. Oh, wow. Okay, well, 4 kills is nice. First place in the team, not too bad so far. Yeah. I think I might be able to spawn a bomber now. Once the enemy bomber's down. Yeah. Okay, I'm spawning a bomber, Okay, thanks. I think this is the best option now. Okay, there's 1 fighter on me, looks like. The fighters are too good in this game against bombers. If you don't have support, they just take you out instantly. Oh, he's already shooting at me. I'm trying to get away. Oh, there's anti-air firing at me. Anti-air as well. Okay, he was destroyed. I'm gonna drop my last 2 bombs. I've got 2 bombs left. Oh, anti-air took my tail out. Okay. I didn't pay attention to who was... It looks like there's 3 enemies left. I think once they're gone, that will be the end of the battle. Because I think they're the only guys left in the enemies. Alright, we've got all bases capped, that's good. Oh, I just went down to 2nd place in the team. Oh, there's 1 guy left here this side. Oh, he got taken out. I thought I could take him and bump my position back up. But he was taken up too fast. Alright, looks like that is a victory for us. Oh nice, the best squad award again, that is fantastic. That was a good battle finally. Was that for today's video with the MBT-70. Please make sure you go check out the Red Army 747's channel as well and leave a subscription for him as well. The link is in the description below. And let me know in the comments what you guys think of the MBT-70. And always please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.